Welcome back to Gundam HQ. Today we have the first episode of MS Review, in which I'm going to be covering the RX-78-2, otherwise known as Gundam. At a 400 cost point, the RX-78-2 carries a standard beam rifle as many units in the game do. However, it does also have an added bonus to it. When facing away from your opponent, it fires under its arm or over its shoulder, meaning you no longer have to wait to shoot until you turn all the way around. It also carries a standard bazooka, which tracks decently well and does a fair amount of damage. To force a down on your opponent with the bazooka alone, it would take 2 shots. For its special melee, it carries its Gundam hammer, which it throws out ahead of itself to damage its opponents. This weapon is a good tool for forcing downs or a good follow-up after hitting a target with a few shots. Depending on the distance from the target though, the damage can vary. Next, it carries its beam javelins. Beam javelins have unlimited use, and they can be charged up to have a larger hitbox and deal more damage. Lastly, we have its charge shot. Its charge shot is an overall fairly basic beam shot. It has a slow startup, but once it's fired, it travels fairly fast. Its melee attacks are overall fairly basic, but still a usable set if needed. Using special melee mid-melee combo has Gundam step on the head of its target and jump away, knocking them down and allowing it to escape a bad situation if need be. Gundam Super is the famous final shooting in which it knocks its enemy above its head and finishes them off with a damaging beam shot. Its striker fires a singular beam shot for upward of 100 damage, and has up to 3 uses. For Unlockables, the Gundam comes with a few strikers including Doenzaku, Gun Cannon, and Gun Tank. It also comes with emblems from 0079, its titles, and Frau Bow as a navigator. Ryu can also be unlocked as an alternate pilot for this unit. Overall, RX-78-2 is an average unit. Its toolset is fairly basic, but basic in a reliable sense. While it doesn't necessarily excel at anything, it's a well-rounded unit that is capable of doing just fine in most any situation. Because of how basic the unit is, it also serves as a great starting point for new players. If you're trying to learn how to play Gundam Versus, the RX-78 is a great place to start, as many of the things you'll learn while playing it can also be applied to most every suit in the game. And in addition to that, while you're learning how to play the game, you'll also be unlocking various items as it carries some of the most diverse unlockables in the game, including my personal favorite navigator, Frau Bow. Even past playing it simply to learn the game, the RX-78 is always a great suit to fall back on if you're ever feeling rusty, or if you want to try playing something different than usual. Its movements are easy to grasp, and its abilities are all effective at what they do. In the end, this unit gets my personal seal of approval, and it's a suit I can easily recommend that everyone learns how to play, even if they don't intend on sticking with it. What are your opinions on the RX-78-2? Do you see yourself trying this suit out in the future, or are you already a master of the original Gundam? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Once again, thank you for watching, and this is Gundam HQ, signing off.